Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most influential spiritual books of our time, The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle. This book has inspired millions of people to live in the present moment, let go of the past, and stop worrying about the future. In this video, we'll explore the key concepts from the book, and by the end, you'll understand how embracing the present moment can transform your life. Let's get started. The Power of Now begins by addressing one of the main causes of human suffering, the inability to live in the present moment. Eckhart Tolle explains that we often dwell on the past or worry about the future, which leads to anxiety, stress, and unhappiness. The main message here is that true peace and happiness can only be found in the present moment. Tolle emphasizes that the mind is constantly chattering, reliving old memories, creating mental projections of the future, and keeping us stuck in a cycle of overthinking. The book's central teaching is that to find peace, we must become aware of the mind's tendency to pull us out of the present and learn to let go of the need to live in the past or future. A major concept in The Power of Now is that you are not your mind. Tolle explains that most people are trapped in their minds, identifying with their thoughts as if those thoughts define who they are. But, in reality, the mind is just a tool, and we are something much deeper: consciousness itself. By becoming aware of this separation between the mind and the self, Tolle argues, we can begin to free ourselves from negative thinking patterns. Instead of getting lost in thought, we can observe our thoughts from a distance. This shift in perspective is powerful because it allows us to break free from repetitive negative thinking and start living in the present. To put this into practice, Tolle suggests paying attention to the voice in your head and noticing when you are getting lost in thought. Once you become aware of this voice, you can step back, observe it, and realize that these thoughts are not you. They're just mental noise. This realization creates space between you and your mind, allowing for greater peace. Tolle emphasizes that the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived, so the only moment that really exists is the now. When we focus on the present, we experience life fully, without being bogged down by regret or anxiety. The key idea here is that most of our suffering comes from resisting the present moment, whether it's longing for things to be different or worrying about what might happen next. Tolle suggests that if we fully accept the present, even if it's difficult or uncomfortable, we can find peace. Tolle introduces the idea of surrender to the present moment, which means letting go of resistance to what is. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent, but rather accepting reality as it is without constantly wishing it were different. When you surrender to the present, you free yourself from the stress and mental turmoil that come from resisting it. Another important concept from The Power of Now is the pain body. The pain body is the emotional energy that we accumulate over time, often from past traumas, negative experiences, and unresolved emotions. This energy gets stored in the body and mind, and it can take over our thinking and behavior, causing us to react in ways that are irrational or harmful. Tolle explains that the pain body is like a separate entity within us. It feeds off negativity, drama, and emotional pain. When it's triggered, we may find ourselves overreacting to situations, lashing out, or feeling deeply hurt over minor issues. The pain body thrives on negative emotions and keeps us trapped in cycles of suffering. The way to heal the pain body, according to Tolle, is to become aware of it. When you notice the pain body arising, instead of identifying with it and reacting to it, you simply observe it. By shining the light of awareness on the pain body, you take away its power. This process allows you to release old emotional pain and stop it from controlling your life. Tolle also challenges the concept of time in The Power of Now. He explains that psychological time, the mental habit of constantly thinking about the past and future, is one of the greatest barriers to living in the present. While we need clock time for practical matters, like scheduling and planning, psychological time keeps us trapped in mental stories that create suffering. The past and future only exist as thoughts in our mind. The past is just a memory, and the future is a projection. But neither of them is real in the present moment. When we focus too much on time, we miss the beauty and fullness of life as it's happening right now. Tolle suggests practicing mindfulness by bringing your attention back to the present whenever you catch yourself lost in thoughts of the past or future. Simply focusing on your breath, the sounds around you, or your physical sensations can bring you back to the now. This practice helps dissolve the illusion of time and allows you to experience life in its purest form. One of the key takeaways from The Power of Now is the practice of presence. Tolle explains that living in the present is not something that happens automatically. It's a skill that requires practice. By consistently bringing your awareness to the present moment, you can cultivate a state of presence that becomes more natural over time. Here are a few practical tips for practicing presence. Focus on your breath. Your breath is always in the present moment, so paying attention to it is a powerful way to anchor yourself in the now. Observe your thoughts. When you notice your mind drifting to the past or future, gently bring it back to the present by observing your thoughts without judgment. Engage fully with your senses. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells, and physical sensations around you. This pulls you out of your mind and into the present moment. The main message here is that presence is not just a concept, but a way of being that you can cultivate through regular practice. When you live in the present moment, you experience life more fully, with greater peace and clarity. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is a guide to living a life free from the mental chatter that keeps us trapped in the past or future. By learning to live in the present moment, we can find peace, happiness, and freedom from suffering. The concepts of observing your mind, accepting the present, healing the pain body, and practicing presence are all powerful tools for transforming your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. What's your favorite way to practice mindfulness? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.